So why it's important to quit social media when you are starting a business or a career? And honestly, I feel like social media can be a good and a bad thing. I think starting your business, for example, I had been wanting to do social media for a while now. I started with TikTok and then YouTube.
Just real quick, looking back at this video, I wish I would have done it better, but this is what I mean when you keep trying to look for perfectionism. You're never gonna be happy, so just post your video, okay? Just post it. We can only get better after this, so
But I realized that I was just spending so much time on my phone. That's what I think. And I think that's a lot of people might think that way. But I was just constantly on my phone, like either watching videos, watching cooking videos, or watching my friends' videos and things like that. I might just talk about like my perspective when starting a YouTube channel. I wanted to start a YouTube channel for the longest time, and I haven't given up yet. This is my third attempt trying to start a YouTube and be consistent. And the reason why I wasn't being consistent is because I kept looking through my socials, I kept comparing myself to others, and that's another topic that I'm going to talk about right here is social media. Social media is so bad when you're starting your YouTube channel.
What I meant to say on this part is if you're starting a YouTube channel or you want to start a YouTube channel, you should try to avoid working on Instagram as well and TikTok or any other platform at the same time, because trust me, it is hard, okay? I say focus on one first, and then eventually you can start working on getting on your TikTok grind or Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. And also I feel when you work on just one platform at a time, you just focus on that one thing. And especially if you go on Instagram a lot, I feel like a lot of these influencers do show you just what they want you to see. I mean, that's everywhere. So I think that can be a little bit discouraging, and that's how I was feeling. A little bit insecure and discouraged because I wasn't where I wanted to be. And yes, that's what I meant.
I mean, if you're starting Instagram, for sure you have to be on Instagram. But it's important to not look at your social media when you're starting a business like YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, like I said. And it's because as humans, I don't know about you, but I've compared my life to so many people, and I'm always so hard on myself, like, oh my god, like my lighting's not good or my video's not good enough. And because you see all these other creators who are now big and they've been doing this for so many years that you start comparing yourself to those people. And so like a week ago, I decided just not use social media. Like, well, I said a week ago. I mean, let's be real. I think it's been 3 days. But hey, like, it's been 3 days, and I have noticed a big difference because I'm not constantly on my phone. Yes, I'm on TikTok. That's the one app that I haven't deleted yet. It's TikTok, but I did delete my Twitter and I did delete my Instagram because I felt like if I wasn't on TikTok, I would go on Instagram. If I wasn't on Instagram, I would go on Twitter. And it just became this habit that it was just not good anymore. I knew if I needed to start making my YouTube channel, I had to let go of that fear of like, what are people gonna think, or comparing myself to other creators, obviously bigger creators, which is like, why am I thinking that I'm there? You know what I mean? Like, which you should, by the way, like you should like constantly manifest what you want in life. But the thing with manifestation is like you do have to put in the work. You have to visualize yourself that you're gonna achieve what you want to achieve, but you just have to put in that work. And that's something that I realized that I have to do in order for me to basically become that. So yeah, this is me starting over again. And why I think social media had impacted my growth for YouTube. Instagram right now is just not good for me, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. Twitter too is not for me either, and I realize on Twitter there's so many people that are just so miserable on Twitter because everybody talks about what they're thinking, right? Like, and it's just like the platforms are so different. You have Instagram that people constantly post what they want you to see, which is all the happy moments. That's not realistic at all. And obviously on YouTube you can also do that, but there's people that are very vulnerable on YouTube, that they literally post themselves and they put themselves out there for the world to judge them, because not everybody is going to post on that platform. It takes a lot of courage, and it's taken me a lot for me to actually do this, because again, I am a person that overthinks a lot. I already feel I see the future in a sense, because it's like, oh, I had to let go of that mentality of like, oh, what if it doesn't work out, but now it's like, no, but what if it does? Trying to convince yourself that you will get there. Obviously it's not gonna happen overnight, but you do have to put in the work in order for this to grow, and everything just takes practice. And again, this is just my experience with social media. I realized that it wasn't helping me grow right now. Eventually, when I have this down, when I'm able to edit really good, posting consistently, and I have that drive, that when I'm consistent, like if by consistent, like this is my plan, I want to post 2 videos a week, not miss at all, at least 1 video a week, and not miss 1 week. So as a mom, like I am a mom of 2, and obviously as a parent, it is a little bit harder for us parents to be consistent with, YouTube or anything like that. But we also have an advantage where we do have a bigger motive, which is obviously our kids, because I feel like my kids are the reason why I don't want to give up on this dream. I want to continue to pour into this. This is my 3rd attempt trying to become, successful on YouTube. And I don't mean like, oh my God, with so many million people like watching. I mean, that would be crazy if it happens. But I am trusting the process, because everyone grows at their own pace, and not everyone is meant to be all up here. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Like everyone has their own success stories, and your success might not look the same as the other person. And that's okay. That's really okay. It all just depends the effort that you put into your craft. And like I said, I think that's why, to me, it's been a good thing for me to have deleted those platforms, because again, like I don't need it right now. Eventually, obviously, like I said, when my YouTube does grow, of course I want to spread out my wings and maybe promote my videos either on Instagram or on I don't know, I really don't know. Maybe I'll just stick to YouTube and just post, because I know there's a lot of successful creators that post their videos in every platform. So that's cool. But do I see that for myself right now? Absolutely not, because again, I'm not there, and I'm not comfortable enough for me to do that yet. That doesn't mean that, I'm never gonna be comfortable. Just right now, it's not. And honestly, it's also really good for your mental health to get rid of it, to be honest with you. It helps you be more present with your daily task. You don't you don't procrastinate as much. And I'm a very disciplined person. I do have a schedule for everything. I also need a schedule for my filming. Fit it into my daily schedule, which obviously I'm not gonna be filming every day because there's people that film content and they post it the next week or whatever. They film like 2 videos a day. And that, personally, me, I don't think I could do that. Or I'm not there yet. So who knows? Maybe down the line. But if you ever need a break from it, I say do it, because unless you're doing social media, like you're working to be an influencer on Instagram, or like you're trying to have a business, you're trying to put your business out there, good for you. You don't have to delete social media. But if it's something that you think that it's causing you more harm, it's not as bad as people make it out to be honest with you. You're not missing out much. What you are missing out on is putting in that work for yourself, because that time, that morning that you kept scrolling on Instagram or Twitter or TikTok, like you could have used that hour or 2, even 3, on yourself, working on yourself, something that you know is gonna benefit you in the long run. And time is so precious that you should enjoy every minute of it. But yeah, if you could start little, you could start by deleting one social media like Instagram, and then eventually you can delete Twitter, and then eventually you can delete TikTok. I mean, I use TikTok for so many things, for cooking, for anything that I'm interested in that I want to either buy or learn. I learn everything from TikTok, honestly. It's super fast. But now I also use ChatGPT, which has helped me so much. And whoever created that is freaking genius, because it teaches me how to count my calories. It teaches me how to make a recipe as well, but it's mostly like reading. Unlike TikTok, you watch the video and you're able to see how someone makes this type of pasta or whatever. I'm just giving examples, why people prefer either TikTok or ChatGPT. And I know eventually, who knows, maybe I'll delete my TikTok too. But as of now, I think these 2 other platforms, just a waste of time for me right now. And I just want to focus on YouTube. And hopefully, I stick to this and I am more consistent, because I do want this channel to grow. And hopefully you stick around. And thank you so much for watching.